Hey y'all, welcome back to the kitchen for an episode of What's Cooking with the Bear. You know, I like my cheap, easy meals, but every once in a while, you gotta treat yourself. Go a little extravagant, not over top, but, something nice, special, different. So today, that's what we're gonna do. Today, we're making stuffed flounder. It's one of my most favorite seafood dishes there is. I just, something about it that I really like, and I've been hungry for it, so rather than going to an expensive restaurant and getting it, we're going to cook it here in the kitchen, and hopefully it turns out even better than the restaurant style. So, sounds interesting, sounds good. I'll get to cooking, you get to watching, and alright, y'all, get this started. We're going to start making the stuffing, and we're going to need to saute up about a half of a small onion, about half of a bell pepper, and some minced garlic. So let's get this pan over here warming up while we're doing our chopping. And I happen to have frozen peppers and onions in the freezer, so that's what we're using for our peppers, just because I didn't want to buy a whole pepper and do the cleaning and all that. So we're just gonna dice this up. It's handy to keep that kind of stuff on hand, you know. Just dicing it up, and we're also preheating our oven to 400 degrees, because we'll need that here in just a little bit. So, and to this two tablespoons of butter, 2 little pats of butter, we're going to add just a splash of olive oil. This, just makes it easier. And you can chop your peppers and stuff up as small as you want. I like mine nice and small. And originally it called for celery. I'm not a huge celery fan, so I omitted it. So, alright. We're going to use the smaller half, just because that's what I want to use. If I would have been thinking ahead, I would have used my Japanese knife, but I wasn't, so we're not. Alright, that's warming up nicely. Get that in there. There's that. I'm going to use the pre-minced garlic. About that much. I said 2 cloves. That's about 2 cloves. So, and then we're going to use a little bit of seafood seasoning. You can use Old Bay. This is what I have. So, and this tastes just like Old Bay. So, I'm going to give it a couple little sprinkles. Get that flavor in there. And we're just going to saute these up until the flavors mingle and they get softened. So I'm going to turn the heat down just a hair. So, alright, get rid of this, and And I'm gonna let them saute, and then we'll bring you back when everything's all sauteed up. All right, y'all. Just wanted to come back. Originally, the recipe calls for fresh shrimp. I'm going to be using the tiny pre-cooked shrimp, so I don't have to pre-cook them. But if you're going to pre-cook them, or if you're going to use the raw ones, now would be the time you'd add them to your peppers and onions and garlic, and get them in there. But yeah, those are about done. So another minute or so, and they'll be ready to go, and we'll be able to finish mixing up our stuffing. So let's take a little break and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and then we'll get back to this. Alrighty, y'all. These peppers and onions and garlic are all done, so I'm going to dump those into a bowl. Get all the goodness out of that pan. Alright, there's that out of the way. Now we're going to add our shrimpies. All of our shrimpies. And then some white crab meat. Now you can use the imitation stuff if you want. Myself, I think it just tastes better if you use the real thing. So, alright, kind of get that crab meat broke up, kind of get the stuff folded in. Okay, now we're going to add just a few breadcrumbs, just as a binder. This is panko. You can use panko, you can use regular breadcrumb. Just add a few at a time. You just want to just make it bind. And I've used the Italian seasoned breadcrumbs before, and it works really good. So we can add just a few more. We're going to add another little sprinkle of the Old Bay or seafood seasoning, whichever you're using. Now this is probably going to be too much stuffing for the amount of fish I have that I have thawed, but I can put it in the refrigerator, and the next day or so I can make up another pan of this stuff, and we'll be good to go. So alright, I think we need to add just a hair of olive oil, just to help that breadcrumb get a little moisture to help it bind. So we're just going to drizzle just a little bit in there. I don't want to use egg or anything, but the olive oil will be fine. You could use melted butter. Oh yeah, that's going to be good there. So alright. Alright, our oven's almost heated up, so I'm going to get my fish out of the fridge and get it patted dry with the some paper towels, and we'll get her ready to stuff. So I'll be right back. Alright, y'all, got our flounder all out of the pack here, so we're going to start out, put 2 fillets in the bottom. Just get them to fit in the pan there, like that. Move these off to the side. bring this over here, and we're going to take some of our stuffing mix. Get it kind of stuffed in there. Get all the little pieces out of the sides. It's going to fall apart a little bit. Don't worry. It'll be alright. A little bit more down here on the bottom. I'm going to hit this spot up top here. Okay. Get our other one over here. Alright. There's our stuffing in there. And we're going to take our 2 other fillets here. And just gently lay them right on top. Kind of push down a little bit. And there's that. Get rid of our towels here. Now, take a little bit of more of your Old Bay. Sprinkle a little bit of that on top. A little sprinkle of paprika. I said little, and I dump a bunch on there, but my shaker top's missing. So, all right. Now you can put a salt and pepper on there if you want. I'm not going to. Just gonna move that out of there a little bit. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna put that in a bowl and put it in the fridge, but our oven gets done heating up. We're gonna bake this at 400 for 20 to 25 minutes, and we'll be ready to eat. So let's get her in the oven, and yeah, uncovered. So yeah, let's get her in there baking, and we'll come back when it's done. Alright, y'all. Been about 22 minutes. So I did add a little bit of butter to the top and in the pan there, just to give it a little bit of moisture. So yeah, I'm gonna let this sit and cool just a hair. We'll get her out, get her plated up, and do our taste test. Alright, y'all, she's cooled down enough. Let's see if we can get this out in one piece without spilling everything everywhere. Well, not bad. Not bad at all. Got a little of the stuffing left fell out, but it'll be alright. We'll stuff it back in there. Alright. Alright, let's do our taste test. Alright, y'all. Got our crab stuffed flounder here. So let's do our taste test. So get a nice chunk of that flounder and the stuffing. So y'all, that is delicious. It is awesome. The crab and the flounder, the shrimp in there, slight hint of that garlic and onion. Oh my, that is delicious. Just enough of the Old Bay to give it a little bit of flavor, but not overpower it. So that is awesome. So yeah, appreciate y'all hanging around. Hope you like this recipe. You know, it's not the cheapest thing. It's not the expensive thing either, but every once in a while you gotta treat yourself nice and cook a really nice meal. Guys, this is super easy. You could cook this for your wife, girlfriend, or even just a good old friend, But yeah, super simple to make. Maybe sneak and make this, impress them. Show them what you're made of. So, anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent there, but appreciate you all watching. Please hit that like button, share it out to your friends, show them how good this stuff is, and leave me a comment down in the bottom what you think I should cook next, or on this meal here. So. Appreciate y'all, love y'all, and as always, bon appetit.